Welcome back to another edition of Reality Check, your weekly deep dive into The Voice and The X Factor. And I'm here with Melinda Doolittle, Season 6 American Idol standout. So Melinda, we've got to talk about X Factor Top 16 announcement. I know half of America didn't see the first half of that episode thanks to baseball and rain delays and somebody at Fox who I'm sure has been beheaded in the public square. I want to pose a question for you that's going to be really, really tough and will probably come back to haunt us in about 3 to 4 weeks. But who do you think should win the X Factor Season 2, and who do you think will win X Factor Season 2, just based on the little bit of information we have so far?
I really, in my heart of hearts, want it to be Lyric 145.
It was a good decision.
Me too.
And I just think it's time for something different. A little shakeup in the reality singing competition, and I feel like they could do it.
I just think that the world is ready for something different. I think that's what it means to be the X Factor.
I'm gonna vote for Lyric 145 only because I think Beatrice and Carly Rose, Beatrice and Carly Rose might just cancel each other out just a little bit, but they're so amazing at what they do.
I'm with you on Lyric 145. There's something really fresh about them.
I am a problem unsolved, and all these other hard rappers getting unthought.
We've seen a lot of white guys with a guitar win Idol. We've seen some big-voiced divas power through, like Melanie Amaro on last season of X Factor. I feel like Lyric 145 is doing something really different.
Welcome to the land of the famous sex. Whoa. How we gonna fit in?
One of the reasons that they really appeal to me is we haven't seen that much of them. It's still a mystery. Like, Lyric to Queen, is her eye patch an accessory or a necessity? We don't know. They could be catastrophically awful when we get to the live shows, but somehow I feel like just based on those snippets, something special is going on there.
Moving my hips like yeah.
Please, don't let me down.
Don't let us down. At any time It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right has been brought back into the public consciousness. I mean, kids watching X Factor probably weren't even born when that song came out. Let's be honest.
It takes two to make us. Come on, I said I wanna rock right now. Lyric the Queen, and I came to get down.
That was my jam back in the day. You know, I'm
Exactly.
sure I've lost at least 10 pounds in my lifetime dancing to that song. And I would love for them to bring that song back as a single off their first album, and you could sing the hook.
I'm in.
If I had to make a prediction at this moment who will win, I'm gonna say Lilas, or the artists formerly known as Lilas, since I think they're changing their name.
I think so. That's what I hear.
Bruno Mars's sisters have a band, blah, 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 TMZ,
Something.
Look it up. What should they call themselves? I was thinking like Unbelievable, because they have amazing hair, or like Windswept Hair might work. Oh, I came up with a couple names. Those Four Girls and That Other Girl.
Oh my gosh, I'm in a girl group.
I hope they come up with something cooler than Lilas.
Yeah.
Especially since you just explained to me what that means.
Love You
Why did
Like
I
a
not-
Sister.
Why did I not know that? I think, anyway.
Also,
I
why do
love the
Bruno
group.
Mars' sisters have a group called Love You Like a Sister if they're actually sisters?
Maybe
Maybe they
good
shouldn't be allowed
question.
to have that name. Not
maybe
that I support.
nobody should have that name.
That name should be tossed into the dumpster, along with the over 25s.
The what?
But I will say that I do love Lilas. I'm hoping that at some point, like, we hear more harmonies from them and everything. I think they're gonna have to learn how to sing together. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they were thrown together, and so they couldn't do a lot of it in their first performance,
Right.
but I would love to hear them kind of meld together.
How hard will it be, though, for five girls who haven't really been together for that long to be able to do harmonies? Like, I don't do harmonies. You know, I just sit on a screen and make fun of people. But how hard is it to get five people to work together?
It's definitely possible, and the bonus that they have is that they have 5 girls, and they really only need 3. They really only need 2 that can sing harmonies. Okay. So they need people that can keep the melody, and then they need just one person that can sing above it and one that can sing below. And as long as they have that, then they're golden. And I think out of 5 girls that sing like they do, they have to at least have that. So I have high hopes.
I believe each judge is cutting one person from their group to get us down to a final 12. But if there's somebody you want to see go home the first results night, or that you're not that excited to hear on the first performance night, who would it be?
Tate, it's not because he's bad. It's not that at all. It's just that I like other people more.
I don't want to go back to asphalt work and concrete work.
Maybe he could do something, maybe even kind of on the lower level of country and still sing for a living, just maybe not at the Brad Paisley level. I'm trying. Stop laughing at me.
The lower level of where Patrick Swayze had Roadhouse, like he's in the back strumming his guitar while people are beating the living daylights out of each other in a roadside bar. That's the future you're envisioning. This particular program has gone off the rails.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Speaking of getting the living daylights beaten out of you, nice segue, I'd like to see Emblem 3 out first. I cannot deal with them. I cannot, I will not. I'm a big proponent of male shirtlessness. I think it's a good thing. You know, on CSI Miami, every time Adam Rodriguez's character had to deep sea dive, I was like, bring it on. Like, that's the way to solve the mystery. But that dude,
I like Eric.
No, I'm sorry. You can't just appear randomly with no shoes, no shirt, no service. I'm sorry, I won't have it. He forgot his lyrics. He came in at the wrong spot. I feel like everything they've done since their audition hasn't really been very good. And then they're making fun of everyone else as if they're somehow above it.
It's just so cool to see that difference between other groups that sound so generic and we have our own style.
Talent can trump attitude in a lot of cases. I like Cece Fry best out of the young adults category.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I feel like her talent trumps her attitude.
Ooh, girl, look at that body.
I don't think the young adults category is very strong. I think it's the weakest of the 4 categories, but I think she's the best of that bunch. Who's better than her in that group?
Jillian.
Touche, sister.
You're going home. Sorry.
She was my favorite. I don't know that I can forgive Demi for this, so it might be a little while before I'm okay with that whole group. They can all go home.
You're neither friend nor foe, though I can't seem to let you go.
All right, Melinda, so we got to jump to The Voice. It was like week number 73 of Battle Rounds. They went on a little too long, right?
So long. So glad we're finished.
Battle Round. Like, even the steal, you know, Christina was like, I'm over the steal. I'm not even using it.
A steal no one saw coming. Christina steals.
I don't even understand why he said it was going to be shocking. I was like, this is the very last battle. She has one steal left. She's the only one with the steal.
Maybe it was shocking that Christina even used it. Like, that performance from whatever her name is, Devonette. Sorry. Siobhan. Sorry, Siobhan.
Oh, sorry,
Siobhan.
Siobhan is available to steal.
Okay, we're going to hell for not remembering Siobhan's name. She seems like a lovely girl, but that performance was just like the bending over backwards. The sort of like crazy fist pumping. Christina was like, loved your stage presence. Hits her button because she's out of options. She might have been better going with an audience member. That would have been a shocker. Okay, let's jump ahead. We've got to talk about Avery Wilson because he seemed to be the most hyped contestant of the week. He seemed to be the one who got all the buzz. I didn't get what was great about his performance of Titanium. I didn't think it was anything special. I thought there were way too many runs. He seemed a little bit off in certain spots. Maybe it's because he was doing the pirouettes. Just help me understand what's so great about Avery.
First of all, for the pirouette, he's a dancer, right?
Okay.
So he was showing some dance moves while it was going on. The pirouette was like a continuation of some of the dance moves. So there were no jazz hands. You let Damo do it. Why won't you let Avery? That's what I don't understand.
Because it just came out of, he wasn't doing any, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa.
But Avery can sing. His tone is gorgeous, and he hits all of his runs.
There is a definite raw talent there, and even when he hit that first note on like, I am titanium, when he's starting to hit that note, I was like, oh, wow.
I am titanium.
But then he like messes it all up. It's like you've got a perfect ice cream sundae, and then he's like, oh, I've got a whole bucket of pineapple I'm just gonna dump on top of it. And it's like, no! Every note that he went for, he would ruin it by putting like a at the end of it. I just reel it in. My favorite this week, you'll be shocked to hear, was Nicole Nelson. I thought her duet with Brandon Mahone Ain't No Mountain High Enough was just sensational.
I absolutely loved her. Her tone is amazing, and her choices, but that's experience, you know? That's the age kind of coming in and saying, okay, I know what I can do with my voice, I'm gonna do it, and this little boy over here means nothing right now.
She had to give him a hug at the end. It was like, good try, kiddo. Like, you got a lot of talent now. Be gone, you know?
Coochie coochie coo.
Hi, I'm Adam Pally.
And I'm Gillian Jacobs.
And subscribe to ENTV
for all your entertainment news first.